Heidi ho neighbors, Radio Goji here, and welcome to an update video. Now, there are a couple of things I just kind of want to go over because I'm more or less thinking out loud, but, just kind of want to talk about a couple things coming up for the channel here. The first thing I want to talk about is regarding the Squeeze the World name. I know that I haven't been using it, and the two of you who might have noticed may have been like, "Hey, weren't they called Squeeze the World before?" Well, yeah, we were, and then I had somewhat of an identity crisis per one of my Downwell update video things, the one where I was super sad and frustrated all the time. Yeah, so I'm bringing the name back because, in all honesty, I think one of the problems was consistency. You see, I was calling the video Squeeze the World, but my channel is still called Radio Goji and does not look presentable at all. There's no banner, and my icon is an outdated Kamen Rider Forze meme. I am bringing back, you may have noticed, if you keep up with things here, that the last video that I put up before recording this was the first part of our Duke Nukem 3D Let's Play, and I started putting Squeeze the World back on the videos, because I feel like that is kind of who we are here. Like, even after Greg said that he didn't see much of a future in it, he still kept using the name after I stopped using the name. But I am also going to be retroactively putting Squeeze the World back on the older LPs that were in between, during the identity crisis, as I call it. So basically, Resident Evil, For the Frog, The Bell Tolls, Drunk Mega Man Anniversary, and Star Fox Adventures, as I do those, are going to have Squeeze the World on them as well as the toy reviews. I had stopped putting Squeeze the World toys and toy reviews, but I'm going to put Squeeze the World toys back on them and actually put them into some playlists, because I stopped doing that for some reason. And playlists are kind of important for that sort of thing. At least I think they're important, and that's why I have a lot of them. I'm not going to be rebranding some of the update videos in between. I'm not going to be rebranding I say rebranding like I have a brand. I'm not going to be renaming the messing around when we were just kind of playing like Skyrim and stuff. That was like directly starting the identity crisis. There was the messing around video. I'm going to keep those the way they are. But all of the full LPs, or the LPs that I'm working on, are getting the Squeeze the World name placed back on them. And I'm going to, when I can get around to it, I probably will do that sometime today, while I'm on the computer. But I will be also renaming the channel to Squeeze the World, not just Radio Goji, because Squeeze the World isn't just Radio Goji, it's also Soylent Greg, and Dynamis Dios to another extent, because he comes on here sometimes. Hasn't done in a good long while, but still, he does sometimes. But that's pretty much the gist of it there. At least the Squeeze the World stuff. I'm going to see what I can do about getting an actual banner and matching icon for the channel, make things a little bit more presentable. I have talked to Dynamis/Jordan about it, because he's, really good at drawing, but he hasn't gotten around to doing it because he's really busy in his life, so he hasn't had a chance. So I'll see what we can do about getting all that set up. Hopefully that'll bring in some more people. The pessimist in me says that that's not necessarily going to be the case. I'm fairly sure it won't be, but hey, then what's the harm? What's the harm in doing so then? There's no harm in it, so I'm just going to, I'm going to do that kind of thing. As far as future LPs go, we're gonna obviously keep doing LPs. I mean, there are some older games that I want to do, but while I do want to kind of shy away from some of the more blind LPs, I also kind of want to integrate my gaming backlog, because I'm trying to get my gaming backlog up and running. It was while I did get a lot of progress done in it on my previous attempt of over the course of a year and a half, I got so many titles done. It all came to a grinding halt when I got a Nintendo Switch. So I do have, I'm kind of reconstructing that at the moment. I got a short list in my head of what I'm doing at the moment, but I do want to integrate some of those non-finished games into the LPs as well. And I do have some ideas for more immediate LPs, but I'll get to that. It'll come up. I mean, Duke Nukem 3D that we're doing right now, I've never beaten that game, and that's technically on my backlog list, so that's what we're doing. But I do have some ideas here and there for other games I want to do. I mean, so I still want to do some older games that I really, really do like some of the older Zeldas. I still want to do those. Jet Force Gemini is a game I want to play. Secret of Mana. But you know, I'm coming up with many ideas. I just need to find out where to place them. I also want to do board games, too. I have some board games that haven't really had much of a chance to play. And I think it would be fun to play some board games with Greg. I'm fairly sure he would be up for it. So, you know, some tabletop stuff will be in the future at some point. Not sure when, but, you know, it'll happen. Another main thing that I really want to do, other than the LPs, though, is I really want to finally get into starting my scripted movie and game reviews that I wanted to do. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I actually started working on a movie review about a year ago, I would say. I mentioned this a couple of times in some assorted videos, but I did start work on this about a year ago. I recorded all the footage of the movie. I wrote notes down as I was watching the movie as it was recording. So you know, I kind of know where I want to go and with this and what I want to talk about. I just haven't written the script yet, and I haven't done any of the footage of myself talking. And while I know I do reviews now with the toy reviews, those are mostly unscripted. I have a general idea of what I want to say, but I don't have it written down on paper. These movie and game reviews are going to be more along the lines of I know exactly what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it. But that's just something that I need to put some work into here. And since I'm getting some stuff caught up on in my spare time on my end here, hopefully that'll be sooner rather than later. But, you know, we'll see. It'll happen when it'll happen. A lot of the stuff will happen when it'll happen. But there's just a lot of ideas that I do want to do on the channel. And, you know, everything's going fine. I just want to, you know, kind of, it's kind of a thing where I think of all these things and I want to tell everybody. So that's why I'm making this video here. I'm not explaining myself. It's not like, well, I know that I haven't been doing a lot of uploads the past few weeks. No, I've actually, as we've seen, I've kind of got caught up on that. I mean, there were a couple of weeks where Greg and I didn't record anything. But you know, we've gotten caught up on that again. So, hopefully, yeah. And I do have a lot of parts of Duke that have been recorded. We actually recorded 7 parts, which is something that we haven't done in a long time. And like usual, I do want to get parts as many days as possible. Usually Thursdays and Fridays aren't normally a time when I can do that. Considering that I'm prioritizing editing a lot more in my spare time, I can probably get that done because I'll have a chance to just quickly get on the computer, quickly upload something, and then, you know, whatever around when I normally have stuff planned on Thursdays, which is LP recording. Fridays, I'm usually visiting my parents. That's been, you know, a weekly tradition for us. But that's the reason why I normally don't upload on those days. But I am gonna, you know, the goal is to get daily uploads on here working again. And I think that I'm in a position where I can finally do that consistently. I mean, again, who knows what the future holds? I'm not a fortune teller. There may be a day or two here where, like, maybe if I'm on vacation, I can't do anything, so there are not going to be any uploads. Or if I couldn't get together with Greg, well, I do have those backup LPs that I'm doing. That's mainly what Star Fox is at this point, is a backup LP. But either way, I'm really looking to get things on track here and consistent. So bear with me. Even though I've been at this for 8 years, it's a constant learning process. I say 8 years, but it's more off and on 8 years. But you know what I mean. Anyway, I hope you look forward to the new content. I look forward to having more fun, making more videos, and making people happy, hopefully. But until then, I've been Radio Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?